Caught me eating. Oh, well, shoot. Let me go ahead and jump to the video or finish my mini taco.
The she's a pro. Who's the night in Gotham's glow? Feel the beat, let's go with the flow. Pressure's coming like a storm. Keep it funky, keep it warm. Superheroes big and small. Can you answer them all? Comic books and super foes. Ooh yeah, ooh yeah. Trivia thunder, here we go. Who's the fastest on their toes? Come on now, let's see who knows. Questions coming like a storm. Keep it funky, keep it warm. Superheroes big and small. Can you answer them all? Comic books and super foes. Ooh yeah, trivia thunder, here we go. Who's the fastest on their toes? Come on now, let's see who knows.
All right. Well, I finished my taco, and man, this shirt is pretty bad off. Can never. Everything's backwards in the mirror or on video. All right. You'll notice I've added a little thing at the bottom. YouTube seems intent to not let me get enough hours to be able to accept super chat, so do it my way. If you feel like helping support trivia, which can definitely use the support right now, any amount helps. $1, $2, $3, $5, whatever. There's my PayPal. If you don't have PayPal, well, I don't know what to do. Send me a check. My email is the same as the PayPal. If you want to contact me, just do so. Right now, things are a little rough, but we'll get there. Cutting down my comic order, that's going to help a lot. So let's get things going with the closest guess game. See who can figure out what numbers are the closest. Gosh, what did I make this again? Oh yeah, it's about comic books. So y'all that read comic books might know some of these. I didn't use AI and I didn't use general stuff. It's just actual. Of course, I might not have gotten everything right, but I think my memory's better than AI anyway. Oh yeah. Open up chat. Hi, what's up, Phil, Jay, Phil and Jay, and Under the Cowl, and what's up, Dan? Good to see you here, man. How many Infinity Stones are there in the Marvel Universe? Yeah, that's not a tough one. Most of us have seen the movie. If you've seen the movie, you know. If you read the comics, you know. Or maybe you don't. I don't know. There are, of course, 6. And I'd name them for you, but hell, I can't remember them all. Well, Matt, if you're so... Yeah, right? You said 5? Really? Come on. All y'all could get to was 5 on your fingers, so Under the Cowl gets it. The only one that got it correct. Incredible. Wake up, people. Oh, the Pet Avenger story had 7. Would they add one for the pets? So how many people know this one, though? How many founding members were in the original Justice League? I think y'all are just copying people. You don't actually know, do you? I bet Cliff would know if he was here. You're guessing and everybody copied you, Phil. I caught that. It was lucky number 7. I can't name them all, but you can look it up. That 9 got in there, Dan. I swear you typed that 9 after the correct answer was shown, didn't you? Mothman, I'm sure it was one. Bubble Boy, yeah, Bubble Boy was there, I'm pretty sure. How many issues were there in The Dark Knight Returns? I could show them to you at one time, but I don't have them anymore. Oh. 55. It was 4. $1. Oh yeah, I could pull it up. That way I can do a super chat shout out. Because I don't get told if anybody actually does. I can't drive 55. My car only goes about 30. My moped, I mean. So, how many years was The Walking Dead? Bob, what question are you answering? Make sure you're live. Make sure you're on live chat and that you're caught up. I think Phil got that one right. Oh, he missed it by 1. It was 16 years. I didn't know it ended. I didn't even hear of it until the TV show came out, actually. I'm wondering if it started in late 2002 and ended early 2019. One of the most key comics of all key comics. Everybody should know what number of Amazing Spider-Man Gwen Stacy died in. Jay doesn't read comics, and he was really close. I do think everybody knows that one. $122. Would they keep her alive for an issue? On life support, maybe. He deserved a duck for being that close. And Dan was quickest on the apparently. Booyah. Under the cowl wins the round. Yeah, I cut it down to 5 questions. I was doing it. I wasn't letting AI do it. So, it takes me a lot longer. Although those were hardly required any thinking. Okay, we're going to do some word search. And while y'all do that, I'm going to take what they call a bio break. Now, let's see if I can remember what the What category are these words in? Oh, I can't remember. Uh, oh my gosh. Oh, countries. The names of countries. You know, things like Kyrgyzstan and things you can't even, you know, country names that don't even have vowels in them. But, you know, you can probably get them. Here's a hint. The United States is not one. Just start naming countries. You'll get them eventually. Who's got an atlas? World atlas. You know, pull that up. Oh, I do have it. There's just not room for my camera. All right, I got 4 minutes. It's been a minute. Y'all haven't got one yet. Dominica. There you go. Tillville. Okay, it says countries, but one of these hasn't been a country since it became a state, sometime in the early 1950s. I guess it was a country before then. It's an island. Aaron lives there. Well, one of the Aarons I know lives there. Georgia, I live in Georgia. It's not a country. Oh, that other Georgia, yeah. But it's not on the list, so. Let's see if we can get at least one more before I get back from the restaurant. There you go. Somebody heard what I said about it was an island. I have no idea how that's on the list. How old was it when they made this puzzle? Or how long ago? Oh. There's a short one down here, and it won't let me see it because of my banner. Oh, yeah. I thought that was a territory. Maybe not. One of the remaining ones is only 4 letters, and the other one is one of those stans. Oh, there you go, Jay. Only one remains. Man, y'all did this one quick. Only 4 letters. One of my favorite musicians, Colonel Bruce Hampton, had a band called the Blank Mariners. And if they have mariners, that's a bit of a hint. 4 letters. 4 letters. Chad, Peru. Good guesses. I bet y'all don't get this one. Molly. That's a good guess. "30 seconds. Ooh, Iran. Nowhere close. It's in the middle of the Pacific Ocean. Well, maybe not the middle. It's an island. It's a little bitty place. I think there's only like 200 or 300 people that live there. Turkey, that's an animal. Would be Fiji. Or Fiji, however you say it. I think Jay won that one. He actually got 3 of. Oh, he actually got Fiji. Did you put that in after I said it? Yep. Jay Thompson for the win. All right. Now we got the little trivia teaser, just a warm up. And then we're going to have a few minutes to wait before I can start the trivia. I gotta wait till 9:30. I told some people it would not start till 9:30. So y'all gonna have to stare at me. Okay, Matt, I hope you feel better, man. Hey, we're having the duck race, so you do have a couple of ducks in there, and I'll let you know if you win. Do, 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 do. These are about books. I don't know if any of y'all actually read books without pictures, but this will be about that. Has anybody read any of these 4 books or Perks of Being a Wallflower? Can anybody name the authors of any of these books? Hey, Monty. I bet Monty's read some actual books. Maybe not ones published by DC. The Grapes of Wrath. I wouldn't know that. I honestly have. I've read Peter Pan, Hamlet, and The Grapes of Wrath, but I've never read Perks of Being a Wallflower. So, which of these books was the character Elizabeth Lavenza in? Yeah, Grapes of Wrath. Steinbeck, one of my favorite writers. It was Frankenstein. The name Lavenza maybe would maybe be a clue, although that could have been Dracula too, I guess. Now, I don't know if watching the movies would tell you this, but do you know Ron Weasley's middle name? What up, Rude? Bilious. So tell me, was it in the movies? I don't know. I never watched all of them, and I don't remember the ones I did. Speaking of which, how many books are there? Not the same number as the movies. Oh, look, imagine that. It's a Discworld question. The greatest books ever written. And some of y'all got it right. Nanny Ogg is great. She likes to drink and she loves men. Magrat, she's the young lady who marries a prince and is no longer the welcome in the three. And of course, Granny Weatherwax is the greatest of the Discworld characters. Although some would argue Sergeant Limes. Under the Cowl gets it with only 2 correct out of 5. Well, y'all tried. What can we say? All right, I got about 8 minutes to waste. What do you want to do? I'll tell you what. I got something in the mail today. We'll open it up and see what it is. Yeah, it's gotten to where I don't read too many without the colorful drawings either. Well, lately I haven't read too many of those. Okay, I got a couple of wins. I'm going to open this one. This comes from Bruce Fur and the Kingdom of Nerds. The second winnings I got from him in 2 weeks. Funny, he mailed one out and I won that same day. Hey, John. Let's see. Keys aren't going to work. Let's try the pocket knife. I gotta save the mailer. I need these. I do have some books for sale. Y'all know Aaron, Psychotronic. You remember it's got the name of his channel, Psychotronic's Working. You go back and look at a segment today where I showed some books I have for sale. So take a look if you want any. Send me an email, an ID, and we'll work something out. Oh my. Gosh, how do you get into this? Oh, it's a bubble wrap bag. A bubble wrap comic bag. Amazing. And my winnings. Oh my God, it's Jeff the Land Shark. Jeff the Shark. I call him the Land Shark, you know, like on the Saturday Night Live. And it's the Rivals cover. Awesome. I actually have been reading Jeff on the online comics, and they are really funny. I think they're cool. He steals Captain America's shield and uses it as a sled. Makes a really good sled, I bet. Get a close up to some of those. How long before we get a Jeff movie? It's got to be coming. Or a series of cartoons. That would be cool. Some online cartoons. Okay. Here we go. Just in case anybody's interested, I'll flip through some of the books that I'm selling. Hey, how about these? These are some pretty cool covers here. The Dan Slott She-Hulks. Have you guys seen these? The variant covers. Really nice. That is by And it's a really good story. Dan Slott, he's such a creative and funny guy. And with She-Hulk, he just, you know, he has so much room to for his comedy. Too bad they didn't get him to write the TV show. And, well, let's see, I got 6 of these here. And I'll sell all 6 for $15. That's a little under $3 a piece. What up, DK? We're going to get to the trivia here in about, where's my clock? About 4 minutes. We got the Saturday morning variant of Wolverine #1. That's $3. Pretty much all of these are $3 a piece. Got the new 52 Secret Origins with Constantine. Looks like Deadman, Zatanna, and Swamp Thing's in there too. The story behind the characters. We got Marvel Snapshots Fantastic Four #1. I'm not really sure what that's all about. I haven't even opened it. So it should be in great condition. This one, not in perfect condition. It's got a little staple issue. But no spine ticks, I see. In pretty good shape. And it's the second issue of a 3-issue series, which will be episode 11 of the Sandman Season 2, coming out next week. Death, the High Cost of Living #2. So maybe being a TV show, it'll go up. And I can't wait because I will absolutely love that story. I got here, I think I have all 6 issues, but I only have 5 right here. I'm going to have to track down issue #2. Must be in a different box. The Creature Commandos, most recent miniseries DC did. Again, 6 issues for $15. It's a little under $3 and a bit under cover price. Pretty cool story. Written by David Dasmat. Oh wow, that's a long name and I can't say it. Dasmatowian. How about this one for $3? Rick and Morty versus Dungeons and Dragons. We got the character sheet, the old D&D character sheet on the front. How about Frank Miller, Daredevil, #191. Ooh, what a great run that was. Hey, John. How about this Hulk cover? Is that one of the craziest covers you ever seen? How about Spidey #3? Pretty cool Blizzard cover. And I got one more here. Amazing Spider-Man #3. I think this is volume either 5 or 6, not the current volume, but the last one, I believe. And they always got to have a superhero standing on the gargoyle on the building. Yeah. Creature Commandos and the Married with Children. My address is right down there under the cowl. Send me an email and remind me of which ones you want. If you go up to $30 on the stuff I'm selling, shipping is free. Otherwise, shipping is $7. Hey, Will. All right. It's time to start the first round of trivia. And we soon have the first Marvel DC crossover in 22 years. So this round's going to be about the ones before now. Blown to that one now. We'll see. We'll see. So y'all know, I'm sure y'all are familiar with the Marvel DC crossovers from the 70s and 80s and, well, 90s. Guess there haven't been too many since then. Well, Bob Dome. Always Bob Dome. It's answer number 5. What was the very first thing that Marvel and DC collaborated on? The very first thing that Marvel and DC collaborated on. And I spelled it wrong. Jeez, there's an A in Wizard. Yep, it's kind of a trick question, guys. Before they did a superhero thing, they got together and did a Wizard of Oz treasury. How many knew that? Oh, 3. 3 people actually knew it. And why am I not surprised that Rob's, Now, the rest of y'all were correct in that the first superhero thing they did was Superman versus Spider-Man. And what year was that published? Oof. I was 9 years old, and it was a big treasury edition, of course. It was the bicentennial of the United States, 1976. And then they did a Batman Hulk team up. And they had to fight someone. Who was it? Who was the antagonist? It was the Joker, of course. And some Marvel guy was with them. I don't know who he was. I forget. Because it was the Joker that mattered. They have a bicentennial train? That's cool, John. I like trains. In 96, Marvel and DC crossover. Marvel versus DC crossover. Which 2 characters merged to become Dark Claw? Me too, Phil. I love turtles. Even the Teenage Mutant Ninja ones. They're cool. But I like real ones too. I had a Yellow Belly slider for years. And yeah, I think the Dark Claw thing kind of gives it away, doesn't it? Batman and Wolverine, you know, Dark Claw. Turtles like anyone that feeds them, like most pets. And squirrels, right, Jay? Who created the, I never say this right, amalgam? Amalgam? You know, the universe where everything kind of combines and comes together, all the universes. Yeah, that whole turtle soup thing. Okay, well, I'll take your word for it. And yeah, it kind of makes sense he would be called Access, right? Access to all different universes. Although you'd think the Beyonder could do it too. And he's someone we actually have heard of. Teenage neutered midget poodles. I like that. Although I have to say, even better than the turtles was what was it, radioactive black belt hamsters. Captain America. Oh. Well, did he defeat the Hulk too? And I forgot. In the 96 crossover, who did Spider-Man fight? Joe. You showed up just in time to get one right. What does it go back to that? Okay, come on. Fix yourself. It was Superboy. Now, which crossover did Batman team up with Captain America during World War II? How did Batman get to World War II? One of those time things. JLA, Liberty and Justice. Also referred to as the Batman Captain America crossover, which could be confusing. John Byrne, of course. And what is the real name of Access, the guardian of both universes? I'm pretty sure it's number 2. And I hope he's doing all right. Getting worried about him. Yeah, I think everybody got that one right. Yeah, I know, right, Joe? It's got to be Matt Morgan. Rick Jones, come on, Will. Although, why not? You know, he has been about everybody at some time or another, hasn't he? He was the artist for the 2003 JLA Avengers crossover. That was the last one. I believe that was the last time they did a crossover. He was a great artist. George Perez. Man, it would have been something if it was done by Alex Ross, but George Perez, the guy was fantastic. And let's see who our winner is, and we'll add him to this long list of ducks for tonight. Rob! Why am I not surprised? Cheap comic collector. Ooh. All right. And on to round 2, which is the best one-shots. Now, one-shots are usually standalone books. It's a complete story in one issue. Although there might be one or two questions about a single issue story that is part of an ongoing series. I believe I might have put one in there. Or I might have changed it. I don't know. There is a race tonight. Will. Absolutely. And not a reprint, right? And not a prequel. Which I don't think Glenn heard me in time on that. Not a prequel, because everyone should know that Watchmen #1 was not preceded by any other Watchmen. So, yeah. It does say before Watchmen became a series. Before Watchmen was a series. Well after Watchmen was a series. What notable Alan Moore one-shot explored the final days of Superman? Phil. Oops. Yeah. Whatever happened to the Man of Tomorrow? The Last Son of Krypton was good too, but that wasn't it. Which one-shot comic has Batman battling Dracula in an Elseworld setting? Red Rain. Red Rain. I'm surprised nobody said Gotham by Midnight. That was a good story, but it didn't have anything to do with Dracula, I guess. Crimson Knight. Yeah, that's close. It almost sounds the same. Now, come on. Which one-shot features Superman being raised in the Soviet Union? What a wild take it was. kind of a twist on words there. He was born under a red sun, and if he had landed in the USSR, he would have been a red sun. Which of these one-shots ends with the Joker cutting off his own face? And that's the one, yeah, that's the one. Can't believe they don't have a... What was the one by Alan Moore? I can't even think of it now. But yeah, that was the New 52 Detective Comics #1. What was the Joker Last Laugh? Was that the name of it? Man, that was the one I was saying was actually part of an ongoing series. Yeah, Killing Joke. Yeah, surprised that wasn't one of the options. How is it nobody got that one? Well, a standalone one-shot, which most one-shots should be standalone, was a satirical response to violent superhero comics. Oh, I don't think anybody's going to get this one either. Do those ones even exist? I never heard of them. But I actually know the Brat Pack. Kind of a take on the, you know. Punchline Protocol. I gotta look that up. Apparently that exists. So many people said it. I've actually never read the Brat Pack, but I've seen it. This one I don't remember. And I bought a lot of those 9/11 comics. But most of them were, they did the silent issues the month after. And I know that I'm pretty sure the Spider-Man issue was called Ground Zero. The New Deal. Jay! Lucky guess, and he's the only one that gets it. That's almost worth a duck, dude. But you do have a duck, don't forget. What one-shot features the Joker as the protagonist recounting his own story? Hey, very, very. Okay, I gotta check that because I thought it was Joker Confidential too. Yeah, I used AI for this round. Sorry, guys. I'm gonna have to check a few of these. Maybe it was Joker, written by Brian Azzarello, and the story was called Joker Confidential. I don't know. What one shot features Magneto in the Holocaust, revisiting Auschwitz? Okay, I thought it was Dark Past, but yeah, Magneto Testament. Find out all these questions were incorrect. Which indie one shot reimagined? This is an independent. Reimagined Jesus Christ as a superhero figure. I have no idea who published this. Messiah Complex would be a good name. I believe it was Second Coming. Good call, Jeff and John. Battle Pope. They need to make that a comic. Probably has been. It probably is, isn't it? That sounds kind of familiar. John Stout with 5 correct answers. Add you to the list. I thought so. Gosh, get any more winners, I'm gonna have to add a. Gonna have to start paying for the duck race. All right, round 3, and this is gonna confuse all you comic collectors. And I don't see any of my Hot Wheel collectors. Where's that goo? Where's Rexicon? Where's Rod? Oh yeah. Okay, it was Jonathan Kirkman. Or he did Walking Dead. Well, thankfully, AMC didn't go with Battle Pope as an adaptation. Although I wouldn't be surprised if they do now. I did not make these difficult, but they're not difficult for people that know Hot Wheels. Your stage name. Okay, DK, well, you have a pretty good chance of knowing these then. I turned 2 years old. Hard to imagine. When I was born, there were no Hot Wheels. There was Matchbox, though. Yeah, right, very. It was 1968. To compete with Matchbox. Hey, John Malone, you made it just in time to join in on round 3. And if you know Hot Wheels, you stand a chance of winning anyway. What was the name of the first Hot Wheels car ever made? The interesting thing is, I think all 3 of these were part of the first wave, but the very first one. And it was, yeah. And it's interesting because it wasn't until years later that they actually licensed them. But the guy that designed Hot Wheels had actually come over from one of the car companies. and it was a custom Camaro. And I'm pretty certain, I know Twin Mill was in the first run, and I think Bone Shaker was one of the first. There were only 16 cars in that first year. Now they do, God, probably 200 different cars a year. And this should be easy now. Oh. Since I mentioned it was one of the original models. And they still make it. There's at least one or two variations every year of the Twin Mill. And what is the term used for the early Hot Wheels? It's always cool when you can find one of these still sealed up in the package. Yeah, they take precedence over all collectibles, don't they? Once you hit that age. And of course, it's the red line, because they had a red ring on the tires. I think those were made from up till 78. Something like that. I don't think I've ever bought one of these models. I have to admit, they look cool though. And it was one of the originals and been made, yeah, as far as I know, every year since. The Bone Shaker. You were a little late there, John Moore. Yeah, those things will shake your bones. Yeah, we did, didn't we, Jeff? I got one over here. I can prove it. Where's that? Oh, yeah. Actually, I cleaned it up. It had, actually, this is a matchbox, but, you know, same thing. It's a Hydro boat from 1972 Matchbox. I'll show that to you again when I get on the bigger screen. But yeah, I'd use felt tip pens to color in. It was like checkerboarded and stuff, so I cleaned it up just recently. What is the rarest Hot Wheel car considered by collectors? And it is the Beach Bomb rear loader Volkswagen. It's the Volkswagen bus with the surfboards on the top. I think that, or no, maybe the surfboards are inside the rear loader part. I can't remember. And that should be easy there. I love the thunder. Don't you love the thunder wheel? Or do you love the rain? Or you can go with the Billy Strings. Thunder, thunder, thunder. My God, but it's so loud. Like 100 cannons firing right above the cloud. Yeah. Both of them are great songs, by the way. Yeah. Which movie franchise had a Hot Wheels crossover featuring themed cars? Oh. Yeah, I mean, this should be obvious. I mean, what other movie franchise? I mean, come on. You can go to a dollar store right now and find half a dozen of them. I think I got one over here. No, I had one over here. I think I sold it. Good to see everybody got that one. Although I bet they do have some of the other ones. You know. They do. They have peanut themed cars, so why not? And what year did they first introduce the treasure hunt? Probably the toughest question so far. Apparently, y'all seem to know it. Oh, Jay Thompson just put the answer in 4 times. And it was 1995. Oh, what is this? Ah, man, my shoulder was hurting this morning. Rubber tires and metal bodies. What the? Aren't all the Hot Wheels metal bodies? No, they're not. They're starting to slip some plastic ones in on us. I heard a nasty rumor that the mainline Hot Wheels were all going to be plastic bodies soon. DK, the only one to get it right. You waited, didn't you, so nobody would copy you. That's smart. The car culture. They have quite a few of them, and they're like $6 a piece. And that's it for the trivia rounds. Well, let's see who won. Not surprising, it's DK, although Barry came awful close. And Jay, man, come on. You're on the podium, at least. You're on the podium. Let's add DK to the list. And then we're going to give one more away. So everybody type in DuckTales. A woo. Okay, leave off the woo part. But yeah, DuckTales. Hashtag DuckTales. Twice tonight you were on the podium. Man, you're getting better. Where are they at? Where are they at? Oh, sorry. Returned in their box. Yeah. we go. See, DuckTales. Ooh. Seven, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. We got 15. A couple more, maybe. I'm going to count it down. I'm going to hit the number 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Boom. Let's draw it. Who's it going to be? Can we get Jay another duck? How about Box? He needs a duck. He doesn't have one. John Stout could use another one. Rob, that makes got 2 ducks. And I believe I've got Phil. I've got you down here, but I believe you gave your duck away to someone. So if you want to let me know real quick who to give that to, because I think I made a note and I lost the note. And let's see here. I have a couple ducks to give away. A couple of ducks for contributors. And a huge shout out to Dan and to Rob. Thank you guys. Love you guys. Thanks for supporting the channel. It means a whole hell of a lot. You have no idea how much it means right now. And I thank you guys so much for that. So we're going to add another one for Cheap Comic Collector. All right, we have quite a few ducks in the race tonight. Now let me pull that website up. Boom. Let me get over here and to share the screen. Okay, the page. Remove it. Let's add one. All right, can y'all hear me now? I don't know if you All right, don't think y'all could hear me while I was talking here, but Space Case, congrats, man. You won this week's comics, and I don't have them near me to show you, but send me your address, and when you get them, we'll let you show them. How about that? So you see my address at the bottom of the screen here. Send me you see my email at the bottom of the screen here. Send me your address, and I will get these out to you. So congratulations on the win. And come on back next week, everybody, for another round of trivia. Another 3 rounds, and who knows what they'll be about. I don't. Not yet. Ooh. That damn duck won't shut up. And in about 1 minute, right here on my channel, Random Reads, we're going to have a community hangout. I don't have Matt, so I'm going to rely on you guys to hang out and make it interesting. So, see you there. Thanks, everybody.